Degloirespace signing in. In life, there are times where you need to say goodbye. It could be goodbye to a person, a friend, a lover, family member, or it could be goodbye to a place, a house you once lived in, a place you once worked at, a country that you might be leaving. Now, when you first say goodbye, there is a time for grief, and it is very important that you give that time. Don't worry about, people who tell you, you move on and that's it. It doesn't matter what this thing is. There is a part of us that wants to grieve, and we should give that part right. Don't rebound. Don't monkey branch. Don't suppress that sadness by trying to see the bad of what you're gonna let go. For example, if it's a job and it was not a good job, you didn't really enjoy it, don't let just that part be the power to why you leave. It was a crappy job anyway. Same thing with a relationship. There are good sides and there are bad sides. When you're gonna leave, don't use the bad side as leverage. Of course, use the bad side for leverage if it's a place that endangers your life. You gotta leave. But then even after you leave, you're gonna need to grieve. It even rhymes. The reason why, there's a part of us that gets attached. And that part, to really, really move on, we need to give it right. Don't suppress, don't push down, and don't push away those sad memories. Give them their time. When you give them their time, something that could happen is you might notice that they're not as intense as you thought. Or they might be intense the first 2-3 minutes, and then the next few minutes they become less intense. And you want that to happen, because what you're doing here is you're showing yourself your grief, you're letting it pass, you're letting it live itself, and you're letting the energy come out of it. Don't be somebody who is cold. I didn't like that person and that's it. If you lived with someone, I'm not talking about someone you saw for a day, even though that can even happen, but I'm talking about someone you invested time and energy in. You need to grieve them. If you don't, later on, that'll catch up onto you. You'll look back and say, it wasn't that bad. Or, yeah, there were some good days. And then you feel that you didn't really grieve. And the problem with that is, when grieving is happening, you let go of the emotions healthily. You're able to say, you know what? I did my best. Rebounding doesn't work for a big reason. When you rebound, you're still attached. You're trying to cover up. There's a sensitivity that we need to have to life. If your approach to life is such that you believe everything needs to be lived fully, subscribe. This is the place for you. So ultimately, I just tell you that give things their time, give things their emotions, live those emotions. Of course, if it's a place you don't want to go back to, the aim of grieving is in fact to let go. And if there's any part of you that feels there's something unlived, face it. Exercise it in your mind. Analyze it. Go through the feelings. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What is unfinished business here? If you think about it, ghosts, the reason they haunt us is because they're unfinished business from the past. And a life well lived, we need to free ourselves from that. Degloirespace signing out.